Hi everyone, I am back and now it's for the last question. I'm going to show you how to do this by hand and by using your calculator. So part C is asking you, use the regression equation to estimate the number of visitors on a day when the maximum temperature is 15 Celsius. So in the last video, I told you that we are going to use this equation right here to answer our part C. So I'm going to write y equals 0.667 x plus 22.2. Now they want for us to use a regression equation again to estimate a number of visitors on a day when the maximum temperature is 15 Celsius. And just to refresh our mind, Celsius, our temperature, is our x value. So what that means is that every time I see an x, I'm going to substitute 15. So that gives us y equals 0.667. I see an x, so I'm going to put 15 plus 22.2. What I'm going to do next here in my calculator is I'm going to put what I have in my equation. So put 0.667 parentheses 15. I'm going to move to the side plus 22.2, and it gives me 32.205. But again, I want three significant figures, so that means I have y equals 32.2. Now this is how you do it by hand. Now how would I do this in my calculator? Well, I'm going to show you something, maybe it's not new, but you probably just a refresher. I'm going to go back to stat, and then I'm going to go back to calc, and remember, I'm going to go to 4, and I press enter. Now, again, if you look, it gives us the same stuff as above, but I want for you to bring your attention. We're going to go down to store rec, which that means store regression equation. Now, what am I going to do here? In here, I am going to put my y value because I want for my y value in my y equals, because I want for this equation that I'm going to get to be saved on my y equals. So how do I do that? I'm going to press alpha, the green button, and then at the top where you see y equals window, zoom, and trace and graph, you're going to press trace. And when you do that, if you go all the way down, you see y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, all the way to y10. So these are all in your y equals. These are all part of there. So I want to store this in my y1. So I'm going to press enter on y1. You see how that has. Now, when I press enter, we're going to get the same information that we got above, and you're going to see. So it's the same thing, right? Nothing changed from this one compared to the one from above. They're both the same thing. But what changed when I put the y1 on store rec? Well, let's go to y equals. When I go to y equals, what that does is that it stores your equation, everything, literally everything in your y1, because that's what we told the calculator to do. So basically here, you see how it has 0.6, we did 3 sig figs, so in our equation was 0.667. Well, here put all of them, and also, I can't go to the left, but you could see here, actually, you see the 22.21, something. So I put everything there. Now, what do I do to find the value of 15 in here? You're going to go to second, the blue button, and then graph. Now, in here, you get all of your your x values. So again, you can either option 1, scroll all the way down until you get to 15, and your answer is 32.2214, and so on and so on. But if I want 3 significant figures, that will match our answer that we used over here, 32.2. Okay, so this is another way where you can find your answers. If you are not feeling sure about how to do by hand, there's another